And Chekhov was not only a great storyteller but also great social reformer. Through his story, he tried to make the people aware of the social evil of the day. In Vanga is one of the best loved stories. He tells of injustice and cruelty suffered by the poor orphan in shoemaker house where he was starved and neglected. അതായത് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വളരെ മനോഹരമായ ഒരു കഥയാണ്. ഈ കഥയിൽ അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു ചെറിയ പുവർ ഓർഫൻ ബോയ്സിൻ്റെ കഥയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ആ കുട്ടി ഇൻജസ്റ്റിസും ആൻഡ് ക്രൂലിറ്റിയും സഫേർഡ് ചെയ്യപ്പെട്ടു. എവിടെയാണ്? ഷൂമേക്കർ ഹൗസിലാണ്. അവിടെ അവഗണിക്കപ്പെടുകയും പട്ടിണിക്കിടുകയും ചെയ്തു. Anton Chekhov was a Russian playwright and story writer. He is known as one of the greatest writer of all time. Vanga is the story of a small boy who is suffering many difficulty in his young age. The life of Vanga was very miserable at shoemaker house. The master and missus treated him very cruelly. They gave him bread in the morning and gruel for dinner. He had to sleep in the passage. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ആ കുട്ടിക്ക് പാസേജിൽ കിടക്കേണ്ടി വന്നു. The master beat him all the time. He was always hungry. One day the master hit him over the head with a last. ചെരുപ്പിൻ്റെ പൂറ്റി കൊണ്ട് അടിച്ചു. He fell down and thought he would never get up again. That was why Vanga said his life was more miserable than dogs. ഒരു പട്ടിയുടെ ജീവിതത്തേക്കാൾ ദുരിതപൂർണമായിരുന്നു അവൻ്റെ ജീവിതം. Konstantin Makaric is the Vanga's grandfather. There was only one relative, he was no mother or father, who live in unknown village and work as night watchman for the family of Shiva. Vanga remember his grandfather going to get Christmas tree for the gentry. Vanga strongly believed that one day grandfather will come. That day all his miseries will come to an end. That is why he tried to send his precious letter to Konstantin Makaric. Anton Chekhov's Vanga is very strong and haunt the reader for long. The setting of story puts Vanga in the state of misery and slavish condition. He is an apprentice of shoemaker, but in spite of it, he is treated as a dog. He is constantly beaten and poorly fed, lacking appropriate education. He still managed to write pleading letter to grandfather. Stories very compelling. Themes such as child labor, long lines, miseries are well treated in the story. When the stories begin, it seems to be an attempt to boy compose a letter, but at the end, he feels sympathy toward the boy. The style of writing is good and inspiring. The word choice is excellent. The image used by the Chekhov were quite appropriate and strong. The internal and external conflict of Vanga is expressive. Thus, a good short story of its kind. Being a master in the storytelling, he present in the story of Vanga the central character as a boy of mixed feeling, despair and hope. The story is actually a social document in which he roused the consciousness of the readers to the injustice around them.